Howdy y'all. How y'all doing today? Welcome to another episode of Country Fixin'. This is Dad Life episode 5, I believe. Today we're going to talk about Dad Life. Yesterday I made 2 videos yesterday. And this is my first today, maybe last, I don't know. It depends on today, because sometimes, it's 3:30ish, and sometimes the day leads you into a short day, you get to bed on time, or a long day, like yesterday when you don't really get to bed on time. The day keeps going into the night, and the night almost turns to tomorrow. Alright, Dad Life yesterday after I got off here. I finished up work. Sometime after I'd made my video yesterday, my wife had called me and I fixed the washing machine. A little plastic gear had stripped out. I fixed it about 2 weeks ago. And I noticed when I was in there, the little shaft thing that goes into it is a steel shaft that goes into it. And that shaft comes from the washing machine transmission sort of deal. And it looked like it was damaged, but when I put the plastic gear on it and everything, it worked good and all. And in the back of my head, I knew that was there, but I just hoped that it would be fine. Well, she calls me and tells me the washing machine's making this noise again. So I know then that I have to replace that same piece that I replaced, which was $86. And then on top of that, I have to replace the shaft, which leads to the transmission, which is all one piece, which was $267. And making the repairs, it's difficult, but it's not hard. But the thing is, this is going to take a good bit of time, because I got to buy the part, the plastic gear, which is the drum hub or whatever it is. I got to replace it on top of replacing the transmission. Well, the transmission is $267, I think it was, online, 7 to 10 day delivery. Or I can buy it at the place in town, and they got a half markup, and so that probably puts about $350 at least for that. So I'm looking at about $400 just to fix the washing machine that I have. So Dad Life is making a decision of whether it's worth it to fix what you have or to just buy another. And our dryer is about 2018 years old. It's 2023. Sometimes you had to dry clothes more than once and all that. So it would be the next thing if I got the washing machine going and nothing else broke on it. Because once you replace one weak link, you have to keep replacing weak links until all the links are the same strength. So if I replace the transmission, or replace the drum hub, which is the plastic gear, if I replace that and that, say I replace the belt, it's only about $15, $20 there. The next and only other thing that can go out is the motor. And then the motor is another $300. So then you're talking, I got $600, $700 in a washing machine. And then if I do I start the process back over and start replacing weak links again. So me and my wife made the decision last night to go get a new washing machine and dryer. And then going and making a decision to get a washing machine and dryer is not a hard thing. Hey, yeah, it's cool. We go get one, right? We go to one place, it's a wholesale place, and they didn't have a matching pair. So they said Lowe's is having some real good sales, and this ain't advertisement for nobody, y'all. So we go to Lowe's. Lowe's has got, of course, they got a lot of stuff and all. And like. We narrowed it down to one. We get it. Alright. Lowe's helps load it up on the truck. I strap it in. Okay, that's where dadness comes in the hand there. Because strapping it in, you don't want your investment, $1,400 worth of investment, to fall out the back of the truck. Because then you're still going to pay for it, or it's already paid for, and all it is trash. Don't want it scratched up, dented up, no nothing, right? So, get it strapped in, nice and secure, get the tailgate back up, get it home. Alright, well, my wife is taking care of my baby, and my daughter getting them both fed, because it's about 8 o'clock then, 7, 8 o'clock-ish. I don't know exactly. Getting them both fed and ready for bed, because that's mom life. She's doing that, and I'm doing what I do, because I don't want her to get hurt doing it. If I get hurt, so be it. I'm just going to get hurt. I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to rough through it. That's how it is. I don't want her to get hurt. Well, then comes into, I'm the only one there. I got a truck that's got a little bit of a lift kit on it. I got a washing machine and dryer in the back of it. And the only help I can ask for moving this washing machine and dryer is the nylon strap that I have. So, I get the dryer off, and then I get the wash. It's off and in the laundry room, still in the cardboard and styrofoam and all, but I'll take that off once I get it into place. Then the washing machine comes, and I'm sliding it around the back of the truck because it was up front by the cab. I'm sliding it around the back of the truck, and this thing's heavy. I mean, it's heavy. I don't know if I got the good one or if they just put extra weight in it to keep it from shaking when it's washing that big load of jeans. But it's heavy. I'm not too weak of a person. I mean, I got pains and aches and all that. Sometimes they stop me from doing stuff. So I get it to the tailgate, and I put my second helper, which is my nylon strap around it, and I do a test lift. You know, you always do a test lift, and I test lifted this thing up off that tailgate and quickly realized a lift is probably going to be the best it can be. There's not going to be no walk. There could be a fall, but that's it. So I set it down, and I walk over to the fridge and I get some liquid encouragement, because if I pick this thing up, I know it's gonna hurt, and there ain't no other way to get it out the back of the truck. I don't have a crane hoist. I don't have nothing. I'm a regular dang Joe that's got me, myself, and I do have a dolly once it's down on the ground to get it in the door. And I get one bottle of liquid encouragement down, liquid courage, whatever you want to call it, and I'm working on the next one, doing a 12-ounce curl. Get done with it, and I'm sitting there brainstorming, hunting other ways, and then my wife walks out. She's got everything taken care of in the house for a few minutes, and she's like, why not back the truck all the way to the steps? And I mean, I wasn't about 10 feet away, but I needed working room, you know, because I am going to have to work around and all. And after my mind does 5 or 6 cartwheels to flip it around and look at scenarios and all that, and it's like, with a second person guiding me, I could back it all the way to the steps, but she wasn't there a little while ago, and I was going to be about a couple inches from the wall. And I didn't want to chance it, because then if I break it, I fix it. So with her help, I back it up to where I can tilt the washing machine, slide it off the tailgate into the laundry room itself. And then all I gotta do is scoot it around the floor. So I guess dad life there is stay humble, because even though you're dead set sometimes on how something's got to be done, if you stop and listen to other ideas, sometimes somebody may have a better one. So that's dad life yesterday. And then I spent the next hour and a half reading instructions, making sure I take out the shipping bolts, hook up the dryer hose right, wire the dryer up correctly, because the wires were not labeled, hooking the washing machine up correctly, and not putting the hot and cold backwards like I did before, because the wall doesn't have labels on it. Yeah, that was dad life for last night on a Monday. Today's Tuesday. I'm probably going to get home and be climbing under the house to install the new dryer hose up under the house, because you don't replace one part without replacing the rest, because then you run into weak links. Don't need weak links. So that was dad life for last night. Thank y'all for tuning in to Country Fixin'. I may talk to y'all again today. If not, it'll be tomorrow or the next day. Another episode of Dad Life, episode 5. Thank y'all. Y'all have a great day.